feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Right, boy Trigger Man, back in the lab. And today, what we have here? Today we got another Mazda. We just did a truck similar to this. Same thing, whole side and the rear bumper. Probably about 2 videos back before this one. So now another one came in. The doors need to be replaced. It was Bondo everywhere. Saved the customer some money and the boss made some money, so everybody is happy there. But there's a whole lot of Bondo on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and seal these because trigger no trussy. But today we're gonna talk about doing panel by panel versus walking the entire side. I see a couple guys mention that they like to do it, but they're having problems doing it and keeping it even. So we'll talk about it. So we're gonna do this today with the Iwatas, the LS 400 and the WS 400 Series 2. So we're gonna knock them out with that there, and we're gonna discuss. So I'm gonna mask up, mix up, and catch you in a few.
This is a skill that very few painters are able to achieve. It takes a lot of time, dedication, eye, feet, and brain coordination. If you are one that finds it difficult to walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, this might not be the skill for you. You may be one of those guys that need to stick to panel by panel painting. First, let me tell you, primarily, the only real reason to learn to walk the entire vehicle is mainly if you're spraying candies or tinted clear. That's where you start to get into trouble by doing panel by panel. Other than that, it's really not that important. Spraying clear coat, it's really not that important. Base coat, it's really not that important. Single stage, really not that important. Metallics, really not that important. But if you are wanting to learn, what you must first learn to do, position your body 2 feet away from the panel. And when I say the panel, that means the entire vehicle. 2 feet. And you must make sure to remain at a 2 feet distance throughout the entire process. Any fluctuations in distance to the panel will result in fluctuations to the color on the panel. Again, base coat, not so important. Clear coat, let's just say that this clear right here is a tinted clear. What you would do, you want to continue the entire way. Complete passes all the way. All the way. Most of you won't have a mirror like I do, but if you do, work around it. That goes back to what I said at the beginning. Eye, brain, and feet coordination. At all times, you think ahead, you walk ahead, and you keep it steady. Make sure there's nothing on your mind but the car, the paint gun, and you. You walk the entire panel, keeping those 2 feet. Keep everything the same speed, the same distance, end to end. Also, what makes it easier is to be sure you have a spray gun that's putting out enough material. You can use your opposite hand to hold your hose so that it's not dragging on the ground and you're stepping and tripping over it, being clumsy, okay? Use your other hand like I'm doing right there to hold the hose so it's not on the ground. You're not stepping on it, you're not tripping on it, keeping your balance. Whatever object you have on the door, if it's a door handle, it's a mirror, work around it. It's where you use your brain, your eye, and your feet. Again, if anything comes on your mind, the girlfriend, the pets, the kids, your boyfriend, if you got one of those, and if you got one of those, you're on the wrong channel. You need to be at Rainbow Ranch. That's the other channel. But keeping it steady, that's all you're doing. Then once you have the top of your fender and your quarter panel completed, you position your body in between the doors where you can stand in one spot and get the coverage. You'll just shift your body back and forth, moving your shoulders to get your coverage. There's not necessarily a need to actually walk the two doors. You can position yourself right in the middle of the two doors. And this is the finished product after 2 coats of clear, walking the entire panel with obstacles in the way, such as door handles, mirrors, yet still no dry spray, no runs, no problems. Those of you that have the entire vehicles R&I'd and taken apart, you should have no excuse. If I can do this around obstacles, like a damn obstacle course, then you should have no problem. And if you do, this may not be the method for you. Dirt. Dirt. Other than that, it'll work. Yeah. And that concludes today's video on walking the vehicle. Any questions or any tips, please drop them in the comments. Anything negative, feel free to play in traffic. Walk the vehicle. Hold your hose with the left hand, or your right hand if you're a left painter, for the smart asses. Okay? That's all you're doing. Even, steady, eyes, brain, and feet. Now is not the time to think about the kids, the dog, the wife. And if this is something that you truly want to master, do it all the time. Practice this when you're priming. Practice when you're using grease and wax remover. Everything you spray, practice it. Practice, practice. 'Cause practice makes what? Perfect. I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. I ask that you would please share this video with a friend. And after doing so, if you would please tell his girlfriend. Peace.
Trigger man. Hey man, I don't know what the hell you got going on today, brother. I don't know. I mean, I know it's getting close to Halloween, man. I don't know if you done had some goddamn bad Halloween candy or what, man, but that shit, that was spooky. Oh man, Trigger. Man, I'm sitting here looking at my computer like, man, what the hell's going on with Trigger? Man, that boy on that dope or something, man. All right, Trigger. I'm not going to say nothing on this one, man, because you might be getting your goddamn Freddy Krueger or something on, man. Spray on, brother, spray on.